The legend of Zanshou echoed through the ages. It was whispered in hushed tones. This was no ordinary blade. Zanshou was the blade of eternity. It held within it the power to cleave reality itself. Forged in the heart of a dying star, Zanshou was more than metal. It was the embodiment of cosmic energy. Its power lay dormant, waiting for a worthy wielder. Many craved Zanshou's power. They sought to control its might. All who tried failed. The blade would not be dominated. It chose its master. It demanded a sacrifice absolute. The legend spoke of Bankai. This was Zanshou's ultimate form, its true power. It was a transformation said to shatter mountains. It could extinguish the stars. But Bankai was a double-edged sword. It exacted a terrible price. Only one soul had ever achieved it. His name was lost to time. His tale remained a warning and a promise. Kazuo Yami was the last of the Yamiryu. They were the guardians of Zanshou. Their lineage stretched back to the first wielder of the blade. Their duty was etched into their very souls. They protected the balance. They defended the world from threats unseen. Kazuo trained his entire life for this burden. He honed his body and mind. He meditated on the ancient scrolls. He sought to understand the true nature of Zanshou. The blade called to him. He could feel its power thrumming in his veins. The Yamiryu knew the prophecy. A time of darkness was coming. A being of immense evil would rise. Only Zanshou's full power could stop it. Kazuo was destined to face this threat. But was he ready to pay the price? A shadow fell across the land. A creeping dread seeped from the east. It was the Obsidian King. He was a being of pure darkness. His heart held only oblivion. He craved power. He sought to consume all of creation. The Obsidian King commanded legions of shadow warriors. They swept across the land, leaving only silence in their wake. Villages were razed. Cities crumbled. Armies were reduced to dust. There was no stopping the Obsidian King's advance. Kazuo felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. The fate of everything rested on him. He was the last line of defense. He knew what he had to do. He had to unlock Zanshou's true form. He had to achieve Bankai, even if it cost him everything. Deep within the mountains lay a forgotten shrine. It was the final resting place of the first Yamiryu. He was the only one to master Zanshou's Bankai. His spirit lingered there. He served as the final guardian. Kazuo knelt before the shrine. He pleaded with the spirit of his ancestor. He needed the power to defeat the Obsidian King. The spirit appeared before him. He warned Kazuo of the price. Bankai demanded total surrender. Kazuo did not hesitate. He offered himself to the blade. His body and soul. His past, present, and future. A blinding light engulfed the shrine. When it faded, Kazuo stood transformed. Zanshou pulsed with power. Bankai was his. The final battle was about to begin.